There are 3 rules to writing fiction. Unfortunately, no one knows what they are. These are the witty words of William Somerset Maugham. He is an English writer who is best known for his novels, plays, and short stories. I'd like to present a question to my listening audience. Do you agree with William Somerset Maugham? Do you think that there are rules to writing, but that those rules vary depending on who the author is? Do you think that a writer has a responsibility to tell the truth in their writing, to reveal some unknown mystery about life, about living, about humanity? Do you think that fiction writing should hold a mirror to a person's face so that they can see what the world truly looks like? Or do you think that writing should be solely for entertainment purposes only, and that it should be lighthearted? Please leave a comment in the section below and let me know what you think. Let me know if you have rules that you apply to your writing. Let me know if you think that his statement is true, that there are rules, but no one knows what they are because they are forever changing. I would definitely love to read your comments. So this is Elizabeth Griffin, the Black Romance Writer, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't hit the notification bell, please take a moment and do so now so that you will always be aware of when I upload a new video. Today we are going to talk about Gloria Dale Skinner, and she is a romance writer. And I'm going to give you limited information about her because she also has a pen name. And at the end of this video, we will look at what she's doing currently in the year 2024. But for now, I'm looking at some of her older writings. She has a chapter in the book, How to Write a Romance for the New Market and Get It Published, which was written in 1999. And her section is entitled, God Doesn't Give You the Desire Without the Talent. So let's see what she has to say in the year 1999. And then at the end of the video, let's see what she's doing currently. So these are her opening statements. I want you to know that if your desire to be published is strong enough and you're willing to work very hard and never give up, you can make it happen. I'm loving her opening statement and her affirmation, her positive affirmation that you can accomplish your dreams. You can be a romance writer. You need to work hard, yes. You need to never give up, yes. And you will get what you want, your desired goal. So let's see what else Gloria Dale Skinner has to say. It's difficult to sell your book in today's tight markets, but it is not impossible. First, your manuscript has to be better than all the other books that are landing on the editor's desk. It has to say, choose me, choose me. However, that isn't enough. There are thousands of wonderful books that aren't getting published. Whether or not you'll be published comes down to how badly you want to be published. You must have incredible excitement about your own work, and it needs to show in every page you write. If your desire to write/publish is not eating away at you day and night, without a burning intensity so hot that you feel like you're on fire, you have drastically less of a chance to be published than someone who has that feeling. Let's pause here. Do you agree with Gloria? Do you think that half of the battle to being published is that desire, that need to get your word out there, to get your word in print? Do you think that if you have less than a burning desire to be published, that your odds of getting published are far less? If you believe that to be the case, please leave me a little comment so that I know. Gloria goes on to state, when I penned my first book more than 10 years ago, I didn't know that I didn't know how to write a book. I only knew I wanted to write a book. And the day I began writing, we didn't even have a typewriter in the house. I wrote that book in 3 composition notebooks with several different colors of ink. And then I paid someone to type it up for me. Unfortunately, it didn't sell. My second and third books were rejected too, but I kept on writing. Back then, Catherine Falk held workshops in New York City on how to write a romance, and I took the train from Connecticut into the city for as many workshops as I could attend. A published writer friend said, set a goal to sell a book in a year, and if you don't reach that goal, give up and go on to do something else. I thought about that for a long time. By then, I'd written 3 complete books and 2 proposals. They were good books, special books, the best I could make them. But rejections were piling up. Friends and family members were asking constantly, have you sold your book yet? Again and again, I had to tell them no. I began seriously to doubt if I was a good enough writer to be published. Now here I need to pause. I identify with this woman 100%. There have been times at the beginning of my writing career where I doubted that I really had true talent. I doubted that I could keep someone engaged in my stories. I also doubted that I have something worthy to say or to tell. But thank God for good reviews. Thank God for this website called the Valent Chamber. This website allows women of color to post their stories for free on their website. And what I love about this website is that the minute you post an episode for your story, it appears on the front page of the website. And to the right-hand side, it will appear at the top. And then as other people publish their work, your title and your story will move down the front page of the website. And this gives an opportunity for all those who come to the website to view that you have stories on the website and that they can read them for free. And because I posted on the Valent Chamber, I got a lot of reactions and I interacted with a lot of the readers, and they were the first ones besides family and friends to tell me, I love your story. Here's 5 stars. Here's 4 stars. Or I can't believe your character did that. Or I don't believe the story. And it fed my confidence and it allowed me to truly believe what I felt in my heart, that I am talented, that I have stories to tell, and that I have a unique perspective. So I like what I'm reading here, and I definitely agree with this author that there are times where you feel doubt, you feel unsure of your craft and of yourself and of your ability. But you have to, and I repeat, you have to keep going. You have to keep doing the research and honing your craft and working on your craft. And you have no alternative but to get better if you invest more and more time and effort in your work. The romance writer Gloria Dale Skinner goes on to say, I thought about other things I might like to do instead of writing. Since I had been a housewife and a mother for 15 years, I had no desire to be a secretary or a real estate agent or a sales clerk. I didn't want to go back to college and become a teacher, a businesswoman, or a nurse. And I didn't want to join a women's club and play bridge, tennis, or golf. I wanted to be a writer, a romance writer. Yes, 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 I understand. I love writing romances, and that is what I have to do. It is in me to do it. Yes, I work at a hospital. Yes, I do other things, but writing is a core part of me. It's been with me since I was a little girl. And I am 60 years old now, and that desire is just burning. I feel stronger than what it did when I was younger. I had the desire, the talent, and the skill I'd learned in the many workshops I had attended at the conferences, and I had plenty of time. Why should I give up? I didn't set a goal to give it one more year and then quit if I wasn't published. I set a goal to be published, no matter how many rejections I received or how many workshops I had to attend, no matter how long it took. And it took me another 2 years to sell that first book. I have just published my 12th book. Thank God I didn't give up. These powerful words of Gloria Dale Skinner were written over 30 years ago, and you can find them in the book, How to Write a Romance for the New Market and Get Published. I, in reading these words, am encouraged and motivated to continue on my journey and to continue sharing writing stories and writing advice with you, my audience. And as I promised, at the end of this video, I wanted to give you an update on some of the things that Gloria Dale Skinner is doing. So I went to her Amazon page, and I was surprised to discover that she has a pen name, Amelia Gray. And it says here about the author, New York Times and USA Today's bestseller author, Amelia Gray, read her first romance book when she was 13. She's been a devoted reader of love stories ever since. Amelia has been happily married to her high school sweetheart for over 35 years, and she lives on the beautiful Gulf Coast of Northwest Florida. Isn't that beautiful? With more than 25 books published. And remember what she said? Do not give up. Keep going. If God gave you a talent, He gave it to you for a reason. And if we look 35 years later, we can see the results of her effort and her hard work. So I'd like to say to you out there, you writers, you potential writers, what you do today is the foundation that you can look back on 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you can track your growth and you can see your progress and you can see where you were and where you are, and hopefully you'll have a vision of where you'd like to be in the future. Gloria Dale Skinner's advice at striving for excellence in your writing, in your career, in the product that you are producing was applicable in the 1990s, and that information and that advice is relevant today. For those of you out there who are interested in pursuing the traditional publishing route of going through a publishing house, having an agent, and taking that route to get your manuscript to the market, to the masses, that is a wonderful route. However, times have changed and we are now in 2024. So in addition to what she's saying, I will tell you that yes, you should strive for excellence. Yes, you should produce the best product that you can, but you do have an alternative. You can go the traditional publishing route, or you can go the indie route, which is what I am doing. And what is nice about going the indie route is, one, you do everything yourself. You design your own cover. You create the layout for your manuscript or for your book. You do all of that. The marketing, the blurb. Yes, it is exhaustive, but it is also exciting creating this whole product from scratch. It used to be an idea in your head, and now you have an actual product. So that is wonderful and rewarding. But another bonus to being an indie author is that if your book goes mainstream, if all of a sudden you find yourself on the USA's Today's bestseller list or the New York Times bestseller list as an indie author, you are going to draw the attention of mainstream publishers, and they will come calling. They will come knocking. I have seen this done in the past with Omar Tyree's Fly Girl. Yes, this is something that can happen. So For you that want to go the traditional route, there are different ways in which you can do it. I also remember Satin Doll, which is Karen Quinonas's book that did really well in the 90s. So I agree with this author wholeheartedly. Create the best product that you can and then put it out into the world, and it will reward you. It will take care of you, and it will be so beneficial to your career and for your future as a writer. If you're interested in reading the works of Gloria Dale Skinner, aka Amelia Gray, you can definitely go to the ebook platforms, and you can check out titles such as Yours Truly, The Duke Says I Do, or Sincerely, The Duke Says I Do, or The Rogue Steals a Bride. She has, as I said, over 25 titles to her name, and you can definitely check out her work. If you're interested in supporting me, Elizabeth Griffin, the Black Romance Writer, you can also check out my extensive catalog. I have ebooks, audiobooks, and paperback books. So definitely check out my two pen names, Elizabeth Griffin and E.F. Griffin. As always, thank you for joining me on my platform. I truly, truly enjoy spending this time with you. I hope it is helpful. I hope it is motivating. And if you have ways or can suggest ways that I can improve my channel, please share them with me and share my work with others. Until next time, I'm wishing you love, peace, joy, and happiness as always. Good night.